Forget everything you've been taught about money. We're about to expose a financial paradox so powerful it will permanently change how you view your bank account. Get ready for a world where earning less actually means having more. So let's detonate this paradox with a real-world scenario. Picture this: one city, two apartments, but two completely different financial universes. Now look closely at this breakdown. Person A, pulling in almost six figures, is literally drowning in their own possessions, just two paychecks away from total collapse. Meanwhile, person B, who makes nearly half as much, isn't just getting by, they are thriving. 18 months of cash reserves, investing 20% of their income. The kicker? They live in the same building. So what is going on here? How is this even possible? Well, it's not about income. It's about a silent predator of wealth, a hidden cost that is draining your bank account while you sleep. This brings us to the core principle that cracks this entire code. This is the idea that changes the whole game. Let me give you the brutal truth. Every single thing you buy has two price tags. The first one is what you pay at the store. The second one is the one that bleeds you dry, silently, for as long as you own it. It never, ever stops. And this second cost attacks you on four fronts. You see them right here: storage, maintenance, mental energy, and opportunity cost. These are the four assassins of your financial freedom. First, storage. You see that treadmill you bought with great intentions? It's not just taking up space, it's costing you rent. In any major city, that's easily $1,000 a year you're paying just to store a glorified clothes hanger. And then there's maintenance. That beautiful $30,000 boat you had to have, well, it's a financial black hole. It demands $3,000 a year just to exist, even if it never leaves your driveway. Now, let's talk about the mental price. This isn't an opinion, this is science. Research shows a direct, undeniable link between the visual clutter in your home and elevated levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Your stuff is literally poisoning your ability to think clearly. And that leads us to the most devastating cost of them all: opportunity cost. Every single dollar you lock into a depreciating piece of junk is a dollar that's not out there fighting for your future. That $15,000 home gym, in 15 years, it could have been over $50,000 in your investment account. You didn't just buy equipment, you sold your future freedom. So how do you fight back? It's not about making a budget. It's about installing a completely new operating system for how you think about money. Here they are, the 4 minimalist money rules that will obliterate impulsive spending and build you a fortress of wealth. 1. Calculate cost per use. 2. Apply the replacement test. 3. Create spending friction. And 4. Define enough, the finish line that sets you free. Let's execute rule number 1 with a simple purchase. The answer to this question is going to shatter your entire perception of a good deal. Look at this. The math does not lie. The cheap jacket costs you $100 every time you put it on. The expensive one, $2. This so-called expensive jacket is 50 times cheaper. This is the only metric that matters. Cost per use is the ultimate measure of value, period. Now for rule number 2, the replacement test. This is a command. Go through your home and ask this one ruthless question for every single thing you own. If the answer is no, then that object has negative value. It is an anchor, and you need to cut the rope today. Look, applying these rules isn't just about cleaning out your closet. It's about fundamentally rewriting your definition of wealth. It's about architecting a life of absolute freedom. This is the new currency. This is the new gold standard: optionality. True wealth isn't what you own. It's the choices you have. It's the freedom to move, to act, to say yes to what actually matters. And this is what real wealth buys you: the power to walk away from a job you hate, the ability to take 6 months off for your family, the courage to start your own business without fear. This is about living life on your terms, not the terms dictated by your bills. So where do you start? You start right here. You start right now. I'm going to give you one single actionable step to begin this transformation today. Your mission this week is to find 10 items. Just 10. 10 things in your home that fail the replacement test. Get rid of them. Sell them, donate them, throw them away. You won't feel loss. You will feel a wave of clarity and control. And that feeling, that is your first taste of real wealth. Which brings us all the way back to the beginning: the high earner trapped by their stuff and the modest earner living in total freedom. So the question is simple. Do you own your possessions, or do they own you? How you answer that question determines if you live in that world, a world where earning less actually means having more.